We now turn to consider log number 4849 by Mr. Moylan of Guam. For what purposes, gentleman from Guam, seek recognition?
Mr. Chair, I have an amendment at the desk.
Will the clerk please distribute the amendment without objection? The reading of the amendment is dispensed with. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Guam for the purpose of, the chair needs to reserve a point of order. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from Guam for the purpose of explaining his amendment.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak in support of an amendment that is deeply personal to my constituents. The inclusion of Guam under the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act, or RECA. For decades, the people of Guam have endured the consequences of U.S. nuclear testing in the Pacific without acknowledgement, assistance, or justice. Between 1946 and 1962, the United States detonated 67 nuclear weapons in the Marshall Islands, just 1,200 miles from Guam. The radioactive fallout from those tests did not stop at the international borders. It traveled across the Pacific, carried by wind, deposited into the soil and water, and absorbed into the bodies and lives of our people. This fallout inflicted damage that was not only physical, but emotional and generational. Families have suffered through waves of cancer diagnosis without clear answers, without compensation, and with little more than silence from the federal government. I speak today not just as a member of Congress, but as a son of Guam. I speak for the survivors, the caregivers, and the widows who have waited too long. And I speak for those who are no longer with us, those who died before their stories could be heard or their suffering acknowledged. Guam remains the only U.S. jurisdiction with confirmed exposure to nuclear fallout that has been left out of RECA. Federal agencies, including National Cancer Institute, have documented the island's exposure, yet our people remain excluded from the very program intended to provide restitution to downwind communities harmed by our nation's nuclear energy. We are not asking for special treatment. We are asking to be treated equally, to be seen as Americans who carry the burden of national security and who deserve the same recognition and compensation extended to others. This is not just a matter of eligibility, it is a matter of moral obligation. It is about whether we as a nation are willing to confront uncomfortable truths and deliver long overdue justice for those who were placed in harm's way without their knowledge or consent. The window to act is closing. Time is running out for many of our survivors. If Congress does not act now, we risk leaving behind yet another generation of families still waiting, still suffering, still unheard. I respectfully urge my committee to support the amendment to include Guam and RECA. Let this be the year we say Guam is no longer invisible. Let this be the moment we deliver the recognition and relief that our people have earned. Mr. Chair, I acknowledge this amendment is not in order and respectfully withdraw it from consideration.
Gentleman withdraws his amendment, and I withdraw my point of order.